Libra, what a load of strange messages that I'm getting for you. Making a brew, making a broth, unless you're a brewer, or like a bruja, or a witch, I don't know, but making a brew, like someone's a witch up in here, because you're hearing bruja, or like brew, someone that's like, not Australian, but what do they call them when it's kind of like that way where they say, you're right there, bro? Or someone from Australia, maybe, like Bruce, you're right there, Bruce. Anybody beginning with B also, or D, Danielle, Danny, Daniel's son, something to do around a Leo maybe, or an / Aquarian could be involved in your soul groups. If you haven't seen the channel before, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries or a Life Path 4 for a lot of you. Very quickly for everybody, if you haven't seen the channel before, I channel a load of messages, then we look into your tarot for the year. If you haven't seen this kind of thing before, if your name's Stephen, you could be dealing with a Stephen. I just channel a load of names, a load of stuff. Just go with it. It's just the Akashic Records. Then we look into this. It's a bit of fun. Okay. So what I'm hearing for you, like there is something to do with around a broth or a brew or salty goodness, or like, I don't know if you're like sucking the salt, or like a salt and battery charge, or the name Charlotte, or charge, and something to do with a Taurus or a Sagittarius, which would be a 5. I read in numerology for the new people as well, not in numerology, in code. So if I say a number, it's going to represent, you'll need to find the videos below. I need to represent. So a representative, I need someone in order to represent me. Okay, so I need someone to back me up. So it might be where you might have to go to court for a lot of you, is what they're saying. Like it might be on a salt and battery charge. Some of you, it's just licking salt for a lot of you. Like you buy a lot of salt baths or stuff like that, or you're from Bath, which is why do I keep hearing witches? Like I really do, and I don't believe in witchcraft, but like a brew, like a bruja. Well, that's a witch, right? So I don't know what that is, like brew. But like, for instance, how is that going to come across for me? Well, add your life paths together as usual. If that comes to a 2, that's your karmic value number and the person that you go with. Okay, basically, like you add these 2 life experiences together, and that's the life experience and the expectancy of outcomes and things that you might be struggling with. But that can also relate to parents and stuff, because you always look for the 3. So you really could be dealing with the Pisces for a lot of you, okay? But keep in mind that these can still be parents and things that go on, okay? So like a brew would be something like where you're cooking a lot of, like me, soup in a soup maker, and you're making a lot of broth, okay, and stuff like that, and you're going on a diet and so on and so forth, and you're on like a liquid diet. So it could be like oranges, apples, fruits and vegetables. It could be like soup and making a broth, okay, making like I don't know, because I'm picking up like Chinese type sort of stuff, so it could be wasabi. So you really could be dealing with like a fish, okay, but you might be having like a lot of fish, a lot of chicken, a lot of meat, and a lot of broth and vegetables and these kind of things, and making stews, like the name Stuart. Also, I'm picking up the name Stuart. Okay, but like stew. Okay, so there's some kind of broth energy here, and I don't know what that is. It might be even, some of you, they're saying that you might even be making your own beer. Ding ding. But you might, it says an omen, but you might be making your own beer or your own wine, like someone makes wine or beer and they do it from the grapevine. So I heard this on the grapevine. So there's a lot of, at the moment, Libra, only at the moment, but there seems to be a lot of like channeled messages for you guys around like cooking, like broth making, soup, vegetables, probably wine, a vineyard, or the name Vincent or vineyard or something like that, or a yard of ale, Alison, Ali, who the fuck is Alice, or Alison, Ali, but like tin can alley, some of you are a shooting range, okay, but like tin cans down, shh, come up my back alley, I'm going to, where are you waiting, to come up your back passage? No, dickheads, we had this before, Libra. Come in my backyard, I'm going to. So, come in my back end, I'm going to come in your back end. Somebody wants it up the donut. Anyway, or you're going to claim your rusty sheriff's badge. Whichever way it is. You've got something to do with the police force here as well. Like police force, a force, Luke Skywalker, the name Luke, or the name Walker, or Sky, or Ty, or Tyler. Tied down, tie me up, you can tie me kangaroo down, sport. Some of you don't want tying up, but you want tying. Some of you are about to tie the knot, is what they're saying with the Pisces. You're about to commit suicide. What's that? Don't know what that is. Sorry, commit an offence or commit into a relationship. There's a few messages here. Don't get lost, Virgo. There's a Virgo energy here, 9, life path 9 or Virgo. Okay, but what I'm hearing is I'm about to commit to you and get tied down, which would mean like get married. Well, that's been in different readings, definitely around like 8, which was because I read in numbers. So 8 is Leo, that's been out. Aquarius has not been out yet, but 8. Okay, so 8. So it could be like Aquarius, Leo, ding ding, round 3. But like so something like that for a lot of you, right? And there's like this getting tied down, but I really, spirit keeps getting me to look at like I got into something, like I really got into, I'm really getting into you, like I'm really coming into you, like I'm really getting into you and I'm getting used to you now, like someone that you're getting to know quite well, like I'm getting to know you quite well and I'm getting to know all of your, you know, little quirky behaviours. Like I'm just, some of you could be a new person or you know of them now and you're getting to know them, okay? And getting to know you, and I'm getting to know all of your mannerisms and everything and orgasms. I'm getting to know your orgasms and your mannerisms quite well. I know what you like and what you don't like. So some of you got like a really good sex life. But I also want to go back to a message of where they're saying around owls, okay, Alison or Ali, Cat, Leo, or an Aquarian placement of 8. Okay, but there's this energy of like Ray Owls is a company that I used to drive for, which the boss was Jan. Okay, so you're right, Jan, there's another Jan, but it was to do with a taxi company, and they used to have this thing called the Yard, and they used to have like a load of vans down there, so the name Haley or Van Helsing. Okay, but like there used to be this yard where there was loads of trucks, loads of vans, bus drivers, coach drivers. So it might be people that are doing like taxi runs for children, like doing school runs, all of these kind of things, blah, blah, blah. Really could be dealing with a Cancerian or a life path 7, because that would be a running energy. Some of you, this person runs their own business or their own company, or you do, okay? There is definitely someone doing voodoo here. I don't know what it is, but you can go away. But like voodoo or some sort of like, what kind of magic spell to use? Well, you don't. You don't have to use spells. If you do, you're desperate as fuck. Okay. But like, what kind of magic spell to use? I don't know. So you really could be dealing with the Pisces. No, that's not me. I don't do things like that. I don't dabble in that kind of stuff. But I don't believe in it. But anyway, so you got that kind of thing. Okay, Stephen. There's a Stephen thing, Stephen King thing. King could also be a lion or 8, which would be an Aquarius placement of 8 or Leo. Okay. Don't always relate this to the same people or cross-watch X's and stuff like that, is what they're saying. X-Men, Marvel. You might be, I'm actually watching a lot of Marvel. But like Marvel Tina, the name Tina, yeah, she used to work for Jan. Tina Robinson, so the name Robinson. Or Tina or Rob or Robert or Robertson or Robert or Robin Realms, tarot card readers, people that are doing tarot cards and stuff like that. Or this person does. Libra, hold on, I know they're very bitty at the moment. So what's the main message for Libra? Getting to know someone. Let's look at that message, what they're saying, like getting to know you. I seem to know you quite well. Okay, so I know everything about you and I'm kind of talking to you daily and ding ding and all that kind of stuff, and like, you can ring my bell, ding ding. John, JDS Tarot, or John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son, Danielle, Dana or Dinah. Some of you, it might be an American diner. You could be, actually I do that when I travel up north. You could be travelling up north for a lot of you. Someone could be up north and like, hey, Luke in the Book. They could be for like Manchester, Leeds, Bradford, Bradfield. But like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I'm hearing. So Lucy, Laura, Lucifer, Capricorn, 6 Gemini, Capricorn energies here also. Yeah, but like American Diner is pretty much what you would stop off if you were travelling quite a lot. See, man, we're going back to it again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, and all the other names involved. But it's going back to the energy of travelling again for a lot of you. So, like, because most of my readings, there's been a lot of travelling this year. Okay, so this could be where, like, you go on a motorway and you stop off at a diner on the way there or something. Okay. or you go out for a meal or something at a diner. They keep saying like, let's dine, let's wine and dine. Some of you, it could be wine. They keep saying like you might be making your own wine. Okay, whining, pining. You might have a dog that pines a lot or something, or like pine cones. So you might be drinking. Okay, someone's still drinking. But like I keep picking up like star anise, okay, or my niece and my nephew, and there's children involved here now. But star anise is something that you put in mulled wine. So you might be making your own wine and then putting star anise in it, but that's Christmas time, right? So is someone trying to put the bottle down and stop drinking? Because I keep hearing like wine, 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 like I seem to be always drinking wine. But star anise and malt wine or something. Okay, so that's that. So if there's energies of drinking, please stop drinking. Put the wine down. Wine gums. Something to do with someone's gums. So it might be a dentist, someone, or you might be going to the dentist, or someone that, well, Carissa, you're right. But like you work at the dentist, right? They're saying that something to do with around the gums and the dentist. Dentist gums. Wine and gums. So yeah, it might be something around going to the dentist or something like that. Okay, which I definitely have to do myself, actually. Just for a hygiene thing. Hygiene. Okay, so hygienist. So a dentist is here. But the name Jean. Okay, but it's getting me to look at the Wolverine. So Silver. Silver's pussy. But like hygiene. Sorry, because I'm looking at it. Because if you've watched Marvel, the Wolverine, when they do the Marvel series, it was with Jean. Okay, and Jean was like a psychic. So you might be in with a psychic, like someone, because, yeah, okay. So basically it's a representation of a film that's giving you a message. Because they're getting me to look at Marvel teen. So like Ovaltine, Marvel teen, something like that, like chocolate or I don't know. But, yeah, like in that there was the Wolverine, and he had like a right thing for Stephen King, which could be an 8 somewhere in their chart. Okay, but like, yeah, he had a thing for, what I just said. Who did I just fucking say, bruv? Jean. Okay, so Tina. But like, Orangina. I'll be your dog, right? But I'll be your pussy. I'll be your pussy. I'll be your dog, right? Or it is a dog, I don't know. But like, get to the point, Stephen. He was into this person, and she was Jean, if you've watched the Marvel series, and she had great powers. Like, she could predict the future, she could do loads of stuff, she could like, you know, whoa, and like raise loads of things up. If you've ever seen the Marvel series, if you haven't, watch it, you know, the Marvel series, because you'll know what I mean about Jean. There was Jean, and then there was the one that was in the wheelchair, okay, that had powers that could read minds, but Jean was more powerful than the person in the wheelchair. Okay, so again, some of you might be driving children of disabilities to school. That's what I used to do. It was for a Libra. So a lot of you guys could be doing that, but there's a message there. Okay, so it could be people from my town or whatever, but like children in wheelchairs, and taking them and putting them in a van and strapping them, you know, into the van, and then taking them to school and doing a school run, and then coming back and dropping them off and coming back and doing different routes and taxi runs, school runs, bus drivers, that kind of thing, right? Children in wheelchairs, or you look after the mentally handicapped, or you work for some kind of thing around handicap type sort of thing. I used to work there myself, actually, in a hospital. So some of you might work at a hospital. This person could be a hospital clerk or a hospital nurse, and it's to do with around medication or something like that. Roy Castle. So, okay. So you've got a lot of... So I used to work at another place that was to do with this. There was a place called Roy. A man called Roy, when I worked in an elderly people's home. So it's for people that work with the elderly. Okay. So you got a lot of like... people that might do taxi runs and stuff for like mentally handicapped. You might have people that work at hospitals for the elderly people, and people that are like, you can ring my... Bruv, have you ever done that, right? You guys that work for the elderly, when I used to work there, we used to have like a bottom floor and a top floor. On the top floor is where, well, I mean, everything would be locked down, but the top floor was the worst floor, okay? And it was people that were very violent, and they needed 24-hour supervision of, you can't let them out of your sight, because they would get very violent, get fighting, tell you to piss off and fucking everything else. And they would ring the bell, and they would keep ringing the bell, and then you would have to go back into the room, and then you would get in trouble because you have to facilitate loads of elderly people. And then when you go back, there's like, right, look, listen, Roy, stop ringing the fucking bell, bruv. What do you want? Well, I'm fucking... And they get very angry and very pissed off. And you have to really keep your temper. You have to be, you know, if you do elderly people, you'll know that it's really not fit for everybody. Right? You have to have a certain thing about you. Okay. But I'm picking up that kind of thing for some that work at hospitals, and they go around to like different, you know, cubicles or whatever, and they go to see different elderly people. You're like, hello, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, or this could be people that actually do it house to house. Or name Housey, Chris Housey. You might be selling a house for a lot of you. Okay, man, there's going to be some messages here, Libra. Chris Housey, Claire. So the name Claire, someone that you know or yourselves are called Claire or House or Housey. Some of you might work at the house. Okay, man, wow. The house was a place. Heaven is a place on earth. Hell. You got Capricorn energy here. House was a place here where I used to work. It was called the house, the hall, the different places. It was a huge vicinity of elderly people, and they're all split down to be calling the home, the house. Over there was another one, blah, blah, blah. So you got that. Right. So elderly people, patients, inpatients, outpatients, using your patients, temperance, Sagittarius, Taurus. That's where my friend Chris comes in, selling a house, division bell, splitting into two, going your separate ways, a split up, a divorce, separation, going to court, and a date that's waiting to come. Some of you, it's waiting to come all over somebody, or waiting for this date and this final energy of crunch time through the year that is either one, a date and a meet up with the person, and a meet and greet and a meeting the person for the first time face to face, or seeing the person, okay, the person that you're getting to know, blah, blah, blah. A very nervous time of maybe getting married if you're relating to any of the energies of like Leo/Aquarian, 8s, things like that. Taurus, I think, had it as well, which was like Sagittarius. There was a lot of accumulation at the end, okay, which was around marriages, so that is also church. Some of you, if it isn't church and it isn't a meet up and a greet and all that kind of thing this year, they're saying that it is something to do with around a going to court for children of a very nervous, like, it's coming to this time where we're going to have to, you know, get prepared for a baby or get prepared for something, okay? So like preparation, because I'm picking up like preparation skills, food. I'm picking up preparation, I'm preparing myself for this outcome that seems to be like court, something that's nervous, something like that, okay? So that's that. Okay, so what was I saying now? The hall... Housey, that's it. So some of you might be like where it's coming up to crunch time where you're moving, like you're probably going to be moving and leaving somewhere, or someone moving in, okay, and it would be this coming up to the date where I've got to finally sell the property and move to another one, or keep the property and rent it out and then rent the rooms out and keep the property and find somewhere else, or get a roommate to come in and share it with me, and it's come through the readings into this one. So if you're following me via numbers and you're saying, okay, this really relates to me because that's the two numbers that come together to make that number, then you'll relate to those messages more than what you would if you're watching it as a Libra placement, okay? Deborah, deep zebra, Deborah. Right, so you've got hospital people and stuff here and elderly and all that kind of energy, right? Now, Housey, they're saying that there's something around the division energy of the division bell, Pink Floyd, right? So we're dividing assets, we're going our separate ways. Some of you is just, there's been a breakup and there's a split up and it's waiting for someone to go their separate ways, okay? And then when that happens, that leaves me free and available in order to get moving, right? Which means that it's either an energy or it's a physical action of, as soon as the outcome is here, I can start getting on with the rest of my life. As soon as I know, when I know, you know? So the better the devil you know. So it's something around a devil, which would be a 6, which is also involving a Gemini, which is a 6. Okay, so as soon as I find out this info, the sooner I can get going and I can get moving and blah, blah, blah. And if that is a division of assets, a split up or a house or a home, that's that finished. There's a new energy here waiting for you in the future or presently. So the name Lee, Lisa, Laura, Lulu, Louisiana, someone from Pollyanna, Polly, Anne, Louise, Lucifer, Lulu, Okay, so there's this final countdown, like the final. So, okay, so some of you might be going for your finals. This is relating to the Gemini/Capricorn. Well, I haven't done the Capricorn reading for 2022, but the Gemini I did. And there's finals here. This is my final year. Okay, my final year where everything is going to be at the end of it. It's all going to happen at the end of the year, which means some of you might be going to college and doing a degree. Okay, and when you do, you graduate at the end of the year. So at the beginning of the year, you're thinking about going to college and doing a trimester. Okay, and at the end of my trimester, I will have a degree, which is around a Sagittarius or a Taurus placement of once I finish this year, I have a degree and I'm going to do a different job because I will be good enough to be able to start my own business or company, or if it's like the elderly, I'll go for level 3 or level 4, and when I do, that means I can go out into the community and I don't have to go into a vicinity of people. I can actually work for myself as an independent person that looks after the elderly. The money gets better when you do that because you can go out and visit elderly people, and you go to here, to here, to here, blah, 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 and you travel around, and then you finish your day and you come back and you stop in at old people, cook their tea, cook their dinner, so on and so forth. Level 3. Well, in Britain it is. Okay, but you need that level 3. So some of you, you're really dealing with a Pisces, or it is a Pisces that's involved somehow. Okay, and it's to do with leveling up. Okay, so I seem to be leveling up and advanced in something, like I'm going for an advanced degree, or they're very advanced in something, like, I don't know, I hate to put myself in that bracket, but like something that isn't ordinary, okay, or Audrey, the name Audrey, or an orderly, someone that works at hospital. But it's not ordinary, it's not the same, it's different. It's like they have a different approach. Like, how do I approach this? They do it differently. They think outside the box. It's more kind of advanced energy here, okay, because it's like climbing the ladder. So it might be mortgages and things, but I'm picking up where it's like an accumulation of the year of where it starts and then it ends big. Okay, if we're going to do it, we're going to go big. So it means that you might hopefully be losing weight and you go small, or there is someone that is small and someone that is big, like little and large, someone that's like short and then someone that's quite tall. Okay, just letting you know, I'm 6 foot, but like I'm picking up like Jim Morrison. Build me a woman, don't make her small, don't make her ugly, don't make her tall, just make her, what is that? Just make her ugly, just make her 5 feet tall, or something like that. I can't remember the lyrics of Jim Morrison, but like it was something like that. Okay, so it was to do with someone that's small and someone that's tall, and it's going little to large. Okay, so, or larger, but like little to large or large to little. So some of you might get pregnant, or there might be a I just burped on national television, sorry sweeties. Same-sex relationship here also. You've got this energy of maybe like trimester, because it was to do with around trimester of college, or it was to do with a prime minister. There might be a new prime minister this year, they're saying. Prime minister. That would be Britain. Okay, maybe. But like a trimester or a tribunal, which would be a court case. Okay, tribunal, so you got a new one now. Trimester tribunal, so a court case coming up for some of you. And then there's an energy of a trimester, which is to do with around pregnancy. So it might mean that some of you might get pregnant at the beginning of the year, and then suddenly, as you come to the end of the year, there's this accumulation of getting bigger, maybe because it will take roughly that amount of time before the outcome. Okay, so that might be a prime, man, I'm a guy, geezer, bruv, I don't know. Trimester, prime minister, and the other one I said, try again. So should we try again and get pregnant or something? Okay, and if I first fail, I'll succeed to try again. Steve, try again. Can we try again? Don't know what that's for. Try again. Jen, Julia, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. When can I see you again? Some of you might be travelling, or it might be Glenn or someone from Scotland. Icarus, if you're watching, sorry about yesterday. Just, man, I stick up for people. I'm sorry, but I don't want to cause an argument, bruv. Right? But like, yeah, just come back on the channel. Stop being stupid. Stop being Scottish. Stop being British, Steve. It's just, just calm your tits. Let's just call it bygones be bygones. Come on the channel. I haven't blocked you out. Just timed you out for 300 seconds, bruv. That's all. Okay. But like, I'm picking up where it's something to do with this moving, like travelling and moving. Okay, Scott or Sarah, Steve, Sassy. But like this energy of like something getting bigger and stronger, like it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, or bigger and bigger and bigger. And I really hope that isn't me, because I'm going on a diet, right? But do you know what I'm saying? Like this energy of this build up, okay, this build up. Like, I mean, it could be where you'd shoot for the star, it could be Aquarian, but like, you shoot for the like. It's like, man, I am fucking gagging for your cock. And you're like, yes, if you shouldn't be small listening to this anyway. See, there's this energy of someone being small and someone being quite big. It's like little and large. Like, you're very little and you're very large. Okay. So I keep hearing Elijah or Lee or Leanne or Lisa or Lulu or Laura. Okay, but like very little to very large. So like if you're cooking broth and all of that kind of stuff on this person, is stick with it. Okay, stick with it. So let's have a look at the energy of what they're also saying about trimester prime. I'm in my prime. Some of you might be on Prime videos, Prime, ordering a lot of things on Prime. I'm on Prime. I have a credit card with Prime, actually. Did you not grab that, you guys, with your 50 quid free Prime? If you join Prime, which you might be on, look for the gift cards, because if you join and get one of their credit cards, as long as you're not stupid and you're sensible, you can get a £50 voucher that gives you a £50 off anything. It's just like, there you go. I had one for Christmas. 50 quid just by getting one of their cards. And you don't even have to use it, bruv. It's just, fuck, it's free. It's 50 quid, bruv. So, yeah, just, I don't know if you don't know about that, have a look, right? But yeah, something to do with I'm in my prime. Like, this is my best time of year. Like, I'm in my prime. I'm ready. I'm kind of like, really ready for all of this now because I'm in my prime. So, unless it's Optimus Prime and it's something to do with Transformers, a Transformer, Optimus Prime. Why am I hearing that? Optimus Prime. What the fuck has that got to do with anything? Optimus Prime, a car, Cancerian, Bumblebee, or B. But like Optimus Prime, car, Cancerian. You might, okay. Whew. Some of you might be transforming a car, like Transformers on a car. Like you might be building a car and you're like renovating the car and the van or something, like, and you buy it, like stock car racing or stuff like that, and you buy a car and you start to transform it into another one. So you buy an old car and you do it up yourself like a mechanic, and you do things up and you're priming the engine and you're oiling it and greasing it up and fixing it and doing all of that stuff, so to transform it into a mobile home. So they're saying it's the message of the someone doing this, of like buying a mobile home and renovating the mobile home, or renovating the home and making it bigger, or buying a caravanette or a van and doing the van up and kind of like transforming it from an old car to a new livable state. Okay, some of you are traveling from state to state, and whatever was in a state is left in a state to fix it to go towards the new model. Okay, so you might be going towards a very attractive model or a modeling contract. Oh, it's a model, but like I'm like trading it in for a better model type sort of thing. Or you might be trading cars, trading places. Could be so if I say place, you say fish. Okay, cod, haddock, place, fish, the place, elderly people's home. If I say cod, you say fish. This person's very odd and even, probably called Stephen. Is got Gemini in his chart. What do you know? The Gemini moon. But like very odd, very even, but like is also called Stephen. Again, so there's another place that who I used to work for was actually called Stephen as well. That was my boss's son, going out with a person called Tina that I had loads of fucking trouble with. But I'm also hearing Cortina. Like, so some of you, it might be a Cortina that you buy, and there's something about this car. Trading something in for a better model, right? Or trading someone in, or the person that you're going to is like really attractive and is like a model, okay? Or like just really attractive, right? But then I'm getting this energy of something around a 7, life path 7 or a Cancerian, and there is something here around trading a car in and then doing it up and then living in it, which is like a mobile home or a van. And I'm doing it up and then we're going to travel in it, Steve. Or, I don't know, doing something around cars, doing it up and then travelling, or not doing a car up and having one and travelling. My business is actually on Google now as a business, but I noticed that when it shows you the pictures, it's not where I live. It's weird. It's not that one. It's another one. So I shouldn't have really said that on here because I ended up kind of taking it down. But it's my business. But they're showing like pictures of like not actually my place. It's next door. I live in the corner, in the corner one. But it doesn't show it as that. When we moved here, we built this place, and the numbers of where I live got mixed up. Excuse me. They got, sorry if that's really loud. They got mixed up, and it shows it on the overall projective screen of that it's not actually there. It's next door. So the numbers got mixed up because we built all of these down here. So some of you might be bricklayers or like very handy. Okay. Or the name Anne, or Hanny, or Handover, or Hannah, the name Hannah, or Haley, or Henry, or Haley, Hale and Pace. Lulu, come to Harry. Lulu, someone's Lulu. This might be House of a Shoe. Okay, but like, Lulu, come to Harry. So it was Hale and Pace. So it was, I don't know if any of you can remember that, but it was a wee child, a very small child. And the Hale and Pace used to play it out, and it was Wayne and Wayne at her. I'm smoking a fag. You know, I'll ever watch that. Right? They used to do a sketch where it was like, Lulu, come to Harry. Come to Harry. Come on, come to Harry. And she used to run over there like that, and then he used to move out the way, and she used to go boom, and hit her head straight on the. So someone's quite small and someone's quite tall. I don't know what that is. I mean, is it an actor? They're normally quite small people. But I keep picking up like, no, come to Harry, right? And she's very small, or they're very small, and you cuddle them, and you're like, oh, there's a good little bubble. I don't know, but like I can pick up like you end up hugging this person and they're very small and they fit into your chest, or like someone's got like a large rack of chest and they're like, you're right, yeah, something like that, right? So you might be going large. Oh, okay. So some of you might be, I don't know, if you've got like I mean, you can have some of mine, bruv. But like, you know, you might be going large. You know, maybe like, right, I'm going to have more prosthetics done. I'm going to go large this year for a lot of you. Because that was from small to large, or from large to smaller. So I don't know if you're having a reduction or something like that, or an induction, and you're going for a job interview and you're going for an induction. Some of you are trying to be induced, which is to do with like, okay, I might be pregnant and I might need to go through an induced to speed it along a little bit and to hurry it up to be induced for the baby to be born. Definitely picking up a baby being born this year for some of you if you're looking to get pregnant. Well, I don't know if it's destiny and it's part of destiny. It happens regardless. So you got that. I'm going to stop now, Libra, because you've had quite a few channel messages there. So you got a very busy year there, twos, really. Okay. So it might be children, grandchildren, stuff like that. Lulu, looking after children. Something like that. Trimester. There's some sort of degree that someone's going for, like back to college, like back to school. Because they keep picking up like bully. Okay, bully, Wooly. The name Wooly or Laura Wooly, but like Wooly. Okay, so I know a Laura Wooly, but like Woody or wouldn't he? Woody Woodpecker? Would he show me his pecker or not? Someone's got a pecker, or a Rebecca, or a woodpecker. Like he's got a big old pecker on him. Okay, like always got wood. Like I've always got wood, and a wood chop wood. If a wood chop could, if a good chop wood. But like they've always got wood. Like everyone's like, you're right. I've always got wood. So you got no problems in that department. But I keep picking up like this energy of what the fuck was I getting at before I started talking about woolly. That was it. Like going back to school, bully. So going back to school, basically, it was a computer game. Okay, so like going back to school. Okay, and going to a trimester or studying and a degree, and I'm going to go back to college, and I'm going to try and educate myself in something else. Okay. Okay, so Kaylee, Casey, Kelly, you alright, Kelly? Something like that. Okay. Some sort of racial discrimination here again, man. What is that? I don't want to go down that road again. Okay. Is there... Sorry, this is not offensive in any way at all. But is there two people of different descent, like completely different country, because I'm hearing it doesn't matter if you're black or white, like Michael Jackson, right? So I'm hearing like someone of one. So why do I, when I speak of that kind of thing, do I feel so shit? I think it's just society as it is, guys, right? Society as it is, but I always feel like shit about having to say that, and I've got fucking no idea why. So please don't never take an offence to that, okay? Because I really don't mean any, but I have to be very careful around YouTube, okay? But what I'm getting at here is that like there's two people of kind of like different ascent and descent, okay? That kind of thing. So one of your partners might be from a different country. Let's put it that way, okay? From a different country. Okay. Sorry if that really shouldn't be offensive, but why do I always do that, man? It's fucking society, right? Fuck society. Do you know what I mean? Just like, oh man, I hate the way that we've all been raised to fucking fight with each other because of how someone looks or how someone is fat, like, or you're too thin, you're too fat, you're too attractive, you're not, you're this colour, you're that. Fuck off, people. Fucking people, bruv. What's wrong with them? You know, it's bullies. Fucking, that might be the bully. People just bully people all the time. Oh, you're fucking... go away, Tyrone, before you get a fucking backhander, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking people that always just push your buttons and give you that... it's always you, innit? You fuck off. Might even be a child, I don't know. But let's see. Right, let's see. Fucking get away from me before I knock you into next week, bruv. Like, you know. Let's see where the fuck we are. Where are we? Libra. We've got to come back to Earth. Hold on a minute, Libra. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Fox. Someone that's called Fox. Or Frost. Cockfrost. Frost, foster, children, foster children, foster. Man, why have I got a fucking, don't know, hair in my mouth? I got this fucking pubic hair stuck right in back of what? No matter how much I sniff and snort, the bastard never go. I got this fucking pubic hair stuck right up my nose. No matter how much I snip and snort, the bastard never goes. Three of Cups, Libra. Up in the air. Up and away. Up and away we go. So someone's like, well, I'm a Wago now. A Wayman, the name Wayman. But like a Weemago, a woo, wigwam, wig. Someone wears wigs. Or Briggs. Holly Briggs, Jodie Briggs, or wears wigs. I don't know, but where's Briggs? Where's wigs? Where's wigs? Where is wigs? Oh, not wears wigs. Wears them. Puts them on. Wigs. Okay. So some of you, here we go. Now, here we go. We are on our way to being a couple, is what I'm hearing. We are tying the knot. Because that is a frayed knot. It's either a frayed sew or a frayed knot. But it's a Pisces. It's a 3, which is 12. Okay. So here we go. We are now just about to tie the knot and make it official. The official. Fish. Oh, get it? If I say fish, you say Pisces. But if you're like, I don't know one, add your two life paths together. If they come together and it comes to as a 3, there you go, right? But they could have it in their chart, Charlotte. Arachnid, Gencoin, Bitcoin, something to do with around Bitcoin and like stock markets, Bitcoin. I'm also hearing Bitcoin, Connett, Michael Connett, Mike, 1 2, check 1 2. Some of you do rapping and stuff like that. And I do Angel Radio on Ableton Live 11, but like so I mix and master. It's on another channel if you didn't know. It's below. But like check 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 3 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 Jackson 5 Taurus Sagittarius. Oh fuck, bro. There's too many numbers in my fucking head. Edwina, Eddie, Libra. I'm doing Libra. The fuck. This person's a Pisces anyway. Sorry, you guys seen Matrix 4 or 5, whatever it is, right? You know when you're sitting there looking at a computer and there's all fucking numbers trickling down? That's my fucking head, bro. That's what I see. Okay. Lucy, Laura, Lucifer, Capricorn, Lulu. That's who I'm seeing. Lucifer or Capricorn. I'm seeing a Capricorn for the first time. First time whenever I saw your face. First time whenever I saw your face. Oh, what a lovely song. But the first time I ever saw your face. Is it the first time? Or is it the last time? I don't know. First time. Thurston? Kirsty. The name Kirsty or Thurston. Wow, that brings back memories of my old maths English teacher, Mr. Colthurst. So I'm hearing Colthurst. Well, someone's got a thirst. Kirsty or thirst. Like I've got a thirst for blood or a thirst for knowledge or a thirst for sex. Like I'm hungry. Ugh. Don't be too hungry, guys, right? Hungry eyes. Don't never come across as desperate and hungry. If you're a guy, if you're a woman, yeah. But like I'm hungry for it. Some of you might be on a diet, like myself, and you're going to probably end up being hungry, right? Someone's gagging for it, or they're a gag and spit and do all sorts of shit. This person gags and spits and does all sorts of shit. It's in the other reading, Cancerian reading, or Love Path 7. Gag and spit and do all sorts of shit. Kinky as fuck. Yeah, let's see. Libra. For 2022. Libra, sorry, I've got so many things running through my fucking head, it's unreal. Reel to reel, a fish. Someone goes fishing quite a lot. A reel. Rodney, Dave. You got Dave? Rodney, taxi, car, company, travelling, Love Path 7. Cancerian. You right, Dave? Whew. Go fishing. Pisces. Sorry, I just had to get that out. Let's see. Libra for 2022. Libra for 2022. Hangman, there you go. 3 and 3, bruv. 3 and 3. 3 or 3. Some of you might make a 6. Okay, but like Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces. This person and you together, or alchemy and you, Natalie. You right, Natalie? But like alchemy and you. But this person and you, they, this is Natalie. But like this person and you have like a Pisces, Gemini, 6 like Capricorn, Gemini, 3036. Like Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces. Mixture. Excuse me. A mixture. So there's this energy of Sagittarius being around this energy as well. I can feel a mixture. Okay. A mixture. I missed again. Mr. Ben. Okay, so Mr. Ben was a person that changed a lot. Okay, and buy loads of outfits and stuff, and like Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute I'm this, the next minute I'm that. 1 minute I'm this, the next minute I come out of the closet and I'm someone else. Or they change things up quite a lot. Okay, Charlotte. Charman, Carmen, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julie. Fuck off with the names, bruv. Yeah, 3 and 3. I don't know if it's a third party, but there is 3 and 3 here. You see, because you've got 15, which is 6, which is to do with around Capricorn and Gemini. This is your partner that you're stuck with, and I'm stuck on you like glue. Gluten-free. Some of you might be on a gluten-free diet. You might have this thing where, like, certain products of food you can't eat. A majority of it is probably, like, gluten-free. Gluten-free, okay. Luton Airport. Some of you might be going to Luton Airport. You might be doing, like, taxi runs or going on a jet plane this year. And you go to Luton Airport. So it would also be for, like, taxi people and stuff. But it might require you going to Luton, or Lucy, or Laura, or Lulu. Going to see Lulu, going to see Laura. Or moving in. There's this, some kind of energy here. Luton Airport. Well, Luton is like London. So this person's from Britain. This is me. But like from Britain. Luton Airport. Let's see. Libra. Fuck my brain. Libra, sorry, it's so hard to switch off. It's so hard. You see, I keep hearing it. It's so hard. It's so hard. What's hard? It's what's hard? Sorry. What's hard? Frashard, Richard, or Ricky from London, London's End, Townsend, Tasmanian Devil, Townsend, the World's End, which is a pub crawl. Someone's drinking. Stop drinking. Oh God, what was that? Why, I channeled that a long time ago. The World's End. What his name was. Let's see. Robots. Robot Wars. Something of Robot Wars. Roses, a ring of roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down. So do the cold, you might get cold. Libra for 2022, sorry Libra, 2022, you really need to be in my head. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, Jesus. Some of you might be gospel singing or in a gospel choir, or you might like a lot of stuff that is involving choirs this year, which I do for my Angel Radio. I love like choir. You might be having an acquired taste. That's what I'm picking up. Like, I've got an acquired taste, and like, I don't just pick any fucker out of the crowd. I've got a very unique style about me. But there's a love interest here of like, I don't just pick any Tom, Dick, or fucking Harry. Unless your name's Tom, Dick, or Harry. But if you're called Dick, you might be called Richard, right, or Rachel. But like, I don't just pick any Tom, Dick, and Harry. I go for an acquired taste. I've got an acquired taste. And if you fit with me, I fit with you very well. Okay, so I get on with you very well because you are the sunshine of my life. You are my life. So I've basically, or the name Lee or Lucy or Laura, but they're saying that basically you fit with each other really well. Like, you work with each other very well here. You might even be working together, but I keep picking up like it works very well. It's a very good mixture. Our energy seems to work very well. It's kind of like finding a very good partner at work, and all of a sudden you're like, fucking hell, we fit together really well. We work together really well. Okay, but like there's this energy of, if this is a love interest, yeah, they're all about you here. Because there's the 6. I told you before I even did the fucking cards, bruv. 3 and 3 is coming to a 6, which is here, Gemini, Capricorn. Okay. So you're in love here. Libra. Oh, man. Libra for 2022. 2022? Libra for 2022. Libra for 2022. 2022. What they got coming up? So, the Page of Wands. So there's this accumulation of where you might not be talking to children all of the time, or your parents or your siblings. Sisters, brothers, okay, mothers. Some mothers do have them, okay. So there's an energy here of like, I don't always have time for you, like, because this is like, no, I've got other things to do, bruv. I'm sorry, but I've just got other stuff to do. So this might be the accumulating of trying to get your children back and going to court, okay? Because this is a bind, this is a marriage, this is a commitment, it's a soulmate, twin flame. There's no getting out of it. You can't just get rid of the energy. So it's also a 3 is also like a court date, because it would be 3 of Pentacles. So it's like this a looming energy of knowing that I have to come to court because of this energy here, right, which is children. And that comes up through the year here. But there was a lot of outcomes on Patreon for those, because Libra you were very much involved in a lot of the energies, definitely around Capricorn and Gemini 6s, and Libra, okay, and Pisces 3. At the end of the year, man, there was marriage and fucking all sorts of stuff going on. Okay, court-related things, meeting life partners, moving. A lot of people have had quite a good productive year. If you're not still fighting with exes and stuff like that, and you've all kind of like, right, new year, new path. If you have chosen a new path, and this is a new person, you're heading in the right direction here. You're heading in the right direction. Let's see. Unless you're in a partnership already and it's going really well, you know. 2022 for Libra. 2022 for Libra. So this came up before. So life path 4 and Aries or Scorpio or a grandmother or a grandparent, because it's here. This is my grandparent. My grandparent, my grandmother, or my mother, or my father, but that is them. Okay. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. So there's this energy of like the love life being here, but fear of rejection, of like worried if this person will leave me, if they will abandon me, or like I don't want to abandon my children, and all of that kind of stuff is here. I'm worried about if they're going to say no. Like if I let them in, would they say no? If I let them in, would I ever really let them go? If I physically ever let them in, would they ever let me go? If I was to open up and let them in, would they... Someone's knocking at your door, someone's ringing your bell, ring your bell. But like if I was to open up and physically allow you into my life, would I ever be able to let you go? Okay. So there's this person as love interest, but because this is also a matriarch kind of father-mother situation, there's this energy of like, I'm stuck here because I can't, or they don't, or they won't, or I shan't, or I don't know about ever leaving the parent. But parents should be all 4 children flying the nest, unless they're like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. But like if they're elderly kids, because this is an elderly parent, if they're elderly enough in order to look after themselves, then there's this energy of like compromise with this person here, of being able to leave this person to cope with themselves. So there's an energy of like, if I was to ever let them go, what would I do with my life? Okay, if that's involving a love interest, then there's a lesson that's coming up here around love always seems to find a way. If it does, and the love is strong enough, you compromise. You don't fight each other, you compromise. Okay, but there's also a fear of letting go of someone for someone, because that could be the 3. It might not even be a third-party relationship. It just means that I have to leave someone and let them go to be able to open up to receive somebody. Okay, so if this is a parent and stuff, it might be stuck around the person of knowing that I can't never abandon this person. Okay. But it would be fear of rejection, because what would I have to say if I was to say that I have to leave this person? What would the other person say if it was this person as well? Okay. Because this also comes up as, like, I told you guys, like my mother, there's a life path 4. Okay. 4. Scorpio, Aries placements and 4s, so on and so forth, right? Mother. or father. It really doesn't matter, or grandmother or grandparent, right? But it's kind of coming up as that because that was a challenge throughout the year. That came up as, I don't do like challenge and what's the challenge and stuff. That was a challenge. Like that was a challenge that you had for you guys throughout the year, was to do with around parents and someone physically flying the nest and leaving an energy here to be able to get on with my life and fulfill my life and my destiny. Other than putting other people in front of me, I need to put myself first at times. Because if you don't, this love interest here is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And what you will need to do is compromise. You will both need to compromise here. Both of you. Okay? Because if there is an energy of you guys moving towards each other this year, this energy is the one that is right in the way of that. It's a decision that needs to be made about compromise of life. How can I bring my life to your life if you have a life and I have a life outside of our lives? So to bring our lives together, this is a challenge. It's a challenge. Spirit is going to be challenging you of like, if your life is important enough that you want this person, which one of you is able to say no to this person? Okay. That'd be me straight off. No. I can say no quite easy because that was my challenge for this year. My life lesson last year is something that I didn't know. Was as a life path 7, as a yearly number of personal year of an experience of a number, you obviously get those as well, right? You know about those. So I was 2 7s, life path 7, yearly number 7, experience of that. I ended up compromising that many times that I ended up just saying yes, yeah, go on then, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do it again, we'll go round and around and around and around and do the same thing, and yeah, go on, yeah, go on, wagwan man. But like someone's smoking copious amounts of ganja. But like what I didn't realise is that the energy and the power of no is to say no and mean it. Okay, so that might be a challenge that comes up for myself, I'm sorry, but for myself throughout the next year, because I'll become an 8. But I still need to learn about the 7 energy. Don't worry about it, it's complex. But like the magician. So it's good, it's bringing you together. This energy really is strong. It's a very powerful energy. It's just that this energy of the Emperor is in the way. It's thoughts and feelings. It's allowing someone into your life of importance that is just as important as everybody else in your life. Meaning, okay, I have you and you're very important in my life, but so is my mother and so is my father and so are my parents. They're very important. And then for you to accept me, you have to accept them. Okay, and if you can accept them into their life as well as I do you, then all we need to do is sort out what happens with this. Here. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of them and say, oh, well, you're a human, let's just get rid of you. Off you go, poof. No, it could be a same-sex relationship here or so. Okay, but that is a challenge of bringing this together. Okay, doing it together, work together here. On it, not against each other, because you'll fuck up soulmate energies here. Because it's going really well. Because it could be moving in, like I said, it could be moving in with parents, but moving out of parents' houses. You know, I'm moving out from my parents' house for the first time. Okay, it's very daunting and it's worrying, but it's exciting because then I can really start to manifest a relationship. I can really start to... I'll try to put this up on my website, but well, it's on here. The Magician's Table, where I was educating a load of people with a cup and a plate, showing you loads of different things. It's actually on the channel below. But the Magician's Table... So above, so below, let it be, okay? And everything that was in time, metaphysical explanations. But let's see, time after time, when you love, and you love, and you will find me. Time after time. Libra. Because this could be where you, 2022, this could be where you look after elderly people. See, this could be what you do as a job, elderly people. You work for those, okay? Working on the relationship here, working 8 to 1, like working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. I'll give you about an 8 or a 9, but my gosh, don't you just know it? The streets, right? I'll give you about an 8 or a 9 in about 2 days' time, but my gosh, you're fit, but don't you know it? But yeah, so eight of Pentacles, working on the relationship, and it's working well. You've just got a challenge here. I think it's easily overcome, because I think this person's coming, but like I think it's easily overcome. It's just organising. It's organising. Like if it's an elderly patient or an elderly parent, well then they need support. Okay, so you're a support worker, but that does not mean that your partner can't support you in this area of time as well. It's about basically also letting someone into your life as well. Okay, letting someone into your life to share the responsibilities. So it'd also be like bills, mortgages and house and home and all of that kind of thing. But it's allowing someone into a personal thing. Because it's a 4. I have a Scorpio rising and North Node in 12th house. So I know what it can be like to be a 4. Okay, which is the energy of a Scorpio, of personal, private, sacred, won't let it go, don't want to let it go. Need to let you in, can let you in, but once I've let you in, I don't want to let you go. But then you can also use a 4 as an Aries, which is where that would go to my masculine of Jupiter. But still, if you look at the energy of number, it still takes on the same form, especially if you're a Pisces as well, man. The old mutable and like leading energies of like, well, I'm a strong, well-built character and I know the fact that I can do it. Okay, so I use an Emperor energy in order to lead and guide the way out of turmoil, to help, to support, to guide, to tarot card read, to be able to navigate myself through life efficiently enough of a Pisces to be able to know, well, I'm physically, mentally stable within money and my job. I can work out of a car. You know, if you guys are like tarot card readers and stuff, or you have your own business, that's one thing that's very good around stuff like that, is the fact that you can work out of a car or a house or a home or because this is like working from at home. This is like tarot card readers that do it for a living, and basically all you need is a computer and a fucking recording device and you're off. Okay, so there's a home working energy here of doing work from home. Okay, work from home. But there's a great supporting energy here of being able to physically and mentally and spiritually help by the dedication of the magician, of knowing that I'm strong enough to be able to keep this all together. Okay, so you are together. Come together right now, all over me. Someone wants you to come all over them. Oh my God, what has just come all over my chakras, readers and auras? I feel this magic in the air, and it's orgasmic. Shh, come round the back end. I'm going to. Right, as soon as I'm there, I'm going to be coming in your back end. Don't you worry. Okay, so there you go. There's your job for you. But there's your fucking reading for you, bruv. Sorry, I really need to come back to earth. Right, here we go. Normal spiel. If you want to join, it's the full access bundle. It really helps me out as a channel to be able to do all of these kind of things as well. But in return, you'll get loads of readings. It only goes to the full access bundle. That's where everything goes apart from the monthlies. But they go over there as well. So full access means full access. So you're going to get this reading, full table spread of cards, and then clarified to tell you what to expect throughout the year. All told, okay? So if you join, whenever you join, if you do, you have to look for it, because I'm trying to put it under a tagging system. I've put 2022 yearly readings. So find the tag if you ever join later through the year. You want to know what happens, you can find the tagging system on Patron. That link is provided below. But it's the full access bundle only. If you want personal readings, if you want to follow Angel Radio, you want to follow any of my other channels, you can follow the links provided below. Okay. Thanks very much, Libra, or number 2, or 2 life paths that come together to make a number 2, and I will actually see you next time.